Hello everybody, Reggie Time here with what is going to be a very quick vlog update, and that is mostly because I've kind of updated people through the week in my previous videos as to how the week's gone. We've done the video that showed this huge result here for us, this plus 194 session. That's been shown. If you want to watch how that session came out and you haven't seen the video yet, if you go to my YouTube channel, well, you're on my YouTube channel, if you look through my videos and just find the 20 PLO action pack session on Sky Poker, you'll find that there. And yeah, a lot of the results have been explained. Some of the no limit hands, I guess we could go back and look at some of them, but basically the story of the year so far has been we've been crushing plus £400 nearly, which is really obviously fantastic. But basically I've just been finding really good soft games and having people just like dump stacks on me. Basically I'm not saying I've played badly, but I haven't played like excessively well. It's not like I've absolutely like owned people and crushed souls. That isn't the case. The case is very much more just I've played solid poker and ran well and had people making some big mistakes into me, which is all obviously very nice. So we're not going to look at any hands this week. This update's probably not going to be much longer than 4 or 5 minutes, I wouldn't imagine. Although I do have a tendency to ramble, I'm going to try not to ramble today. I'm going to try and be concise. So rather than review the week that's gone, I'm going to talk just a little bit about Pot Limit Omaha and my plans for it, because I've had plans for Pot Limit Omaha before. I'm at that stage again for like God knows how many, the 10th time now, if not more, who knows. I've always set off thinking, yeah, we're gonna master Pot Limit Omaha this time, we're gonna learn it, and then I'll have a soul crushing downswing, and we'll run back to no limit hold'em with our tail between our legs. I'm going to try my hardest for that not to happen this time. I'm not saying it won't happen still, because I'm sure if I do have a big downswing, I'm sure I'll sulk again, and I'm sure I'll go back to no limit hold'em again. But I'm trying my hardest to get my head around it, and one of the things that the goals I've got this time with it is, and I'm not sure how this will resonate with you guys, but I've found that dealing with poker tilt, when I was before Black Friday, I had no limit hold'em poker tilt like you wouldn't believe. I played a lot of MTTs. I couldn't handle it when I lost like the big flips that decided whether you got a min cash or whether you had a stack to prepare you to a final table, and I had real hard injustice tilt, and eventually I got better at it, and I won't say I conquered it, because I don't think you ever conquer tilt, but I certainly got a lot better at handling it. And I think the best thing to come of that, outside of my poker results improving dramatically, was I think it's a real life skill, because learning to handle poker tilt and downswings and roll with the punches, I think it's made me I don't want to sound all like corny or what have you, but I think it's made me a better person in life too, because I'm just better at handling like life bad beats now. Like when shitty little things happen in life, I'm much more able to just shrug them off and well, whatever, this shit happens. And I wouldn't have handled that in the past. I mean, I've had a couple of speeding tickets recently, which I'm not pleased about. Costing me a few £100. We had something going on with the car. I mean, basically December was a write-off. In terms of like life expenses, I must have, on top of like my son's birthday and Christmas, I must have had like another £700+ in like unexpected expenses with parking tickets and things wrong with the car. And I genuinely just shrug it off. I'm like, whatever. It's annoying, it's irritating, but I mean, it's life and it happens. But how many people have meltdowns when that sort of thing happens? I just don't anymore. And to cut a long story short, I think learning to deal with the PLO swings and just being able to roll with those punches and not get triggered by them, not get tilted, just continue trying to play my very best through them, and sticking to the Pot Limit Omaha game plan of like trying to get there and trying to become a good solid Pot Limit Omaha winning player. That will absolutely give me even more life skills, I think, because if you can roll with the PLO swings, I think it's going to make me even more chilled in life, because you just get more and more even tempered, you get less and less triggered. Hopefully it will help me continue to make more and more like good life decisions. So that's a bit deep and what have you, but I think it's true, and I think a lot of you guys who are working on your tilt, to just go off topic slightly, to start to understand like the benefits it will have in your real life situations as well as poker situations, maybe that'll be an extra motivation for you to like try and work on your on your mental game and improving your mental balance. So what's the plans? If I was to make a goal out of it, and this isn't being set as a goal, this is the kernel of a plan that we've got right now, and nothing more than that. My plan is quite simple. It's just become a good Omaha player and try and make Pot Limit Omaha my main game. Whether I do achieve that or not, who knows? I haven't really got any plans to... I haven't thought about it yet enough to try and achieve it. Normally I make a no limit hold'em goal about, right, I want to play X amount of hands over Y amount of hours and achieve Z amount of results. I'm not sure I haven't done any of that in PLO yet, because A, I don't know what my win rate is. B, I'm still not entirely sure how extreme the variance looks like, because I've never done it long enough. And C, I haven't got any financial goals this time. The goal is pretty much just become good at Pot Limit Omaha, make it stick, get through your first massive downswing and continue playing. I mean, I don't want to have a 20 buy-in downswing, but if I can have a 20 buy-in downswing and still continue the grind, still have self-belief, that'll be massive progress for me. In the past, when I've had like 10, 15 buy-in downswings at PLO, I've just quit. I thought this game's bullshit and just quit it. So this time the plan is not to have a downswing, but hopefully when we have one, to stick at it. The best chance of that working is to have a fucking big upswing first. If I immediately downswing now and drop like 400 euros in a week or something, then I can see me just saying fuck it. But if I was to have, say, a 1200 or 1000 euro upswing and then drop 400, 500 back, I could handle that, I think. I think we could just say, well, you know what, that's part of the game. I think we need to get off to a flyer, and we have up to now. We've got off to a good flyer, but it's not a big enough flyer yet with this 194. Then we've had like kind of a few days of like winning consistently, but like not one big losing session, but a losing session in the middle that's kind of wiped out my profits. I can handle that. What I don't want to do is have like a session that wipes that out, because I think that would be enough to finish me off in the short term. Whereas if I could maybe have another week of winning another 300 or 400, then I'd be prepared, I'd be ready to lose a couple of hundred. Another point I've got is I'm not really properly bankrolled for 25NL Pot Limit Omaha. I think we probably need something in the region of $3,000 if I'm going to be playing the Euro games, or 2,500 euros, and I've kind of got that just about spread around the sites, but I did take some money away from poker before Christmas and just put it into my life roll because of the aforementioned problems that we had, and Christmas as well. I mean, overall, I must have gone through best part of almost $2,000 in December in that Christmas and things like that, so it's took a bit of a hit. I did withdraw some, but I did it not to, I've got money elsewhere, but I kind of thought if I'm going to go more recreational, more hobbyist, I don't need as big of a bankroll, so that's why I did it. But now I'm playing PLO, I'm wanting to play PLO, I'm kind of thinking, I'm just slightly under maybe. If I combined all my money together, I wouldn't be, it's going to involve a lot of moving money around sites from time to time, I would guess, and we're going to play on various different sites. I'm not planning on playing much on Sky, because there's just not that much PLO traffic on Sky. I'm thinking Unibet and PokerStars are going to be my two main areas of attack. Unibet when there's traffic there, because I think it's softer, and PokerStars when Unibet isn't running, not with the intention of making as much money there, but hopefully with the intention of being able to get good volume in and be able to play whenever I want to. I logged into Unibet last night about midnight, and there was 20 odd people in the pool. It dropped quite quickly. Then I was playing 10 PLO, that dropped quite quickly, and I was left like thinking, well, now what? So I think what we'll do going forward is just decide if it's too late in the day, we'll go to PokerStars straight away. If it's early in the evening and I think the traffic's going to be maintained on Unibet, we'll go to Unibet and play there. If we do have a big downswing straight away off the bat, then we'll be back to no limit hold'em. If we can say put up another $600-700 profit this month from it, which is 30 buy-ins, which in PLO, to be frank, is nothing. If it's easy to have a 20 buy-in upswing at PLO, then it's going to be easy to have a 30. So if it's easy to have a 20 or 30 buy-in downswing in PLO, then it's easy to have a 20 or 30 buy-in upswing as well, I guess. So we're going to hope to go in the right direction and get this PLO party started properly. I know this might disappoint some of you guys who enjoy no limit content, but if we go back to no limit content this month, it's going to be because the PLO dream has failed. So yeah, I'm still going to be playing poker. It's going to be PLO most of the time. Maybe that'll create a new audience, who knows. Maybe some of the no limit audience who are struggling might be inspired to try PLO. I do apologise. the channel is important to me, but playing poker, being successful, enjoying it's important too. And this is just like another step in the journey. I mean, I've always fancied being like an all-round poker player. I know all the games, or nearly all the games. I can play most of them. I'm not very good at most of them, but I can play them. I like Raz, for example. I think I'm quite good at Raz. But you know, that game doesn't run very often either. I like stud games, other stud games. Sorry, I'm not too well up on the draw games, like the 7 deuce, 2 to 7 triple draw, things like that. But overall, I think it's nice to have learn more games about poker. Poker is about more than just no limit hold'em, and I've kind of got the hunger now for. It reminds me of when I first started playing No Limit, and I just had this incredible thirst to learn and succeed and get better, and that's kind of. I think I peaked at that. I think I plateaued, because to take my game to the next level in No Limit Hold'em means I have to do things I don't want to do. It means I have to start learning to use solvers and get really, really, really math orientated and do lots of things I just don't want to do. It would take the fun away from me. And yeah, there's lots of ways to describe that. One of them could be lack of ambition. Maybe I'm just not intelligent enough to do the work that's needed. I don't know, but either way, I think there's a ceiling on No Limit, and I think the ceiling is higher in Pot Limit Hard. I mean, do I think I'm intelligent enough to ever be a 500 Zoom Pot Limit Hard player? Hell no. But do I think I've got the poker sense and good enough? Do I think the games are soft enough to maybe make it up to 50 PLO, 100 PLO? Absolutely. Whether I want them swings or not, I don't know. I don't think I would. But I think the ceiling is much higher in PLO right now than it is in No Limit Hold'em. So we're just going to see what can happen. And the good thing is I don't need to make money at the moment, as we talked about in the last blog before the new year. Poker income now is it's just a bonus to me. It's just going to help me make more savings. My day job income now is set up where it supports us. So anything I make from poker now is just going to be bonus. It's going to go into my savings funds. It's going to go into kids' college fund, whatever you want to call it. And if I don't make anything, then it doesn't matter, which means I can try these things and hopefully try them for a little bit longer and not be worried about, oh shit, I haven't made money for 2 weeks, so therefore I need to do something else. So yeah, there might be some more there will be some more PLO content coming, unless something dreadful happens. I hope something dreadful doesn't happen, and I hope you guys can still support the channel and still watch along with the PLO content. If you have any questions or any observations, please leave them below, and there'll be some videos through the week. I'm going to try and not shoot my bolt too soon and show all the hands. Next week we're going to try and have some PLO strategy content hands. What I'm going to try and do is maybe do a couple of live play videos, or one live play video and one review video, but keep some hands back so we can talk about them next week on the vlog, and keep them fresh and new, and not use hands that have already been on the channel. So we'll leave it there. Hope you guys have a great week, and yeah, any questions, leave them below, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.